Lesson 2 is ratios of fractions and their unit rates. Example 1, who is faster? During their last workout, Izzy ran 2¼ miles in 15 minutes, and her friend Julia ran 3¾ miles in 25 minutes. Each girl thought she was the faster runner. Based on their last run, which girl is correct? Use an any approach to find the solution. Create a table for each girl. Well, if we create each table, and we title that, because remember, miles in minutes, so miles in minutes. And I'm going to make this Izzy. And this Julia. And I'm going to put in what they have so far, okay? And I'm going to put in, I am going to change Julia's. And remember, we can change that because what we have here is Julia ran 3¾ miles in 25 minutes. So because we can divide that, she ran 15 and 100. So she ran in miles 3 in 20 minutes. So that's going to help us out, because then what we can say is for that's going to help us out when we do her chart. So for Izzy, we have 2¼ miles. We have in 15 minutes. And 4½ then. And 30. And 6¾ we have 45. And then in 9, we have 60. For Julia, excuse me, we have 3 miles in 20 minutes. So then we have 6 in 40 minutes. And then we would have 9 in 60 minutes. So at this point, Izzy ran 9 miles in 1 hour. And Julia ran 9 miles in 1 hour. So now it says, which girl is correct? Well, they both are. Because they ran at the same speed. And we found that out by finding the unit rate. So now it says, how can we use the tables produced to determine the unit rate? We did that by dividing the miles by the minutes. And it says, what is the unit rate for each girl? And justify your answer by modeling. Well, ours is 9. And how we did that was we made a chart. Justify our answer by modeling, we made a chart. Okay, so next, it says a turtle walks 7/8 of a mile in 50 minutes. What is the unit rate when a turtle's speed is expressed in miles per hour? Well, it says to find the turtle's unit rate, Meredith wrote the following complex fraction. Explain how the fraction 5/6 was obtained. Well, the way that 5/6 was obtained was 5/6 was obtained by showing "50 minutes over 60 minutes" and simplifying. To 5/6. Our next question says, determine the unit rate when the turtle's speed is expressed in miles per hour. Well, we can do that by dividing 7/8 over 5/6. And all this complex fraction means is we're dividing fractions. 7/8 divided by 7/8 divided by 5/6. So remember, when we divide fractions, we leave, change this to multiplication, flip our last number. Oops, sorry, that's a 5. And we are going to multiply. And we can cancel. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So 7 times 3 is 21. 4 times 5 is 20. So the turtle's speed, if I simplify, is 1 1/20 miles per hour. So now our exercises, and this is how I want you to do your homework. So on homework, let's make a nice box here. Okay. It says, for Anthony's birthday, his mother is making cupcakes for his 12 friends at his daycare. The recipe calls for 3 3/4 cups of flour. His recipe makes 2.5 dozen cupcakes. Anthony's mother only has 1 cup of flour. Is there enough flour for his friends to make cupcakes? Well, we have 3 1/3 cups, and we needed to make the 2.5 dozen cupcakes. Remember, the flour is what we need. So the flour is going on the bottom. So flour and cupcakes on top. So we have 2.5 divided by 3 1/3. So here we are going to do 2 1/2 divided by 3 1/3. So here I have 5 1/2 divided by 10/3. So 5/2 times 3/10. 5 goes into 5 once, into 10 2 times. So we have 3/4 is our answer. So we have 3/4 of a dozen. For a cup. Of flour. Therefore, no, there is not enough. Next. Sally is making a painting for which she is making red paint and blue paint. The table below shows the different mixtures used. Whenever we are finding unit rate, we are talking about our right-hand side is always our y value, left-hand side is always our x value. Whenever we are finding unit rate, it's y over x. Okay? So it says, what is the unit rate for the values of the amount of blue paint to the amount of red paint? So it would be 2 1/2 divided by 1 1/2. So that would be 5/3. So in other words, it would be 5 quarts of blue paint to 3 quarts of red paint. So in other words, 5 quarts of blue to 3 quarts, of red. It says, describe in words what the unit rate means in the context of the problem. So now, to describe this as a unit rate, in other words, unit rate, this here is a rate. The unit rate, because if I divide this to change this to 1 2/3, so 5/3 would equal 1 2/3. So Sally needs 1 2/3 quarts of blue paint. Oops, sorry. For every 1 quart of red paint. And that ends our lesson.